Good morning, students. Today I am starting chapter 4 Materials, Metals and Non-Metals. According to your syllabus, this chapter belongs to chemistry. So, chapter 4 Metals and Non-Metals. All of you know that objects which are present around us is known as materials or matter. Matter means anything which has mass and occupies space, and all the matter present around us are two types, pure substance and impure substance. In the language of chemistry, element and compound are pure substances and mixture is impure substance. Therefore, we conclude that all the matter present around us in the form of element, compound or mixture. To add first element. Element, it is a basic form of all matters and made up of one kind of atoms. On the basis of physical and chemical properties, elements are three types. Metals, non-metals, metalloids. There are 119 known metals, 92 are natural elements. Natural element means they exist in naturally. Rest are man-made or radioactive elements. Most of the elements are metals. Non-metals are less than 20 and a very few are metalloids. Examples of metals are iron, copper, gold, silver, aluminium, sodium, potassium, zinc, etc. Examples of non-metals are hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, carbon, sulfur, iodine, phosphorus, etc. Examples of metalloids are silicon, germanium. So at first, physical properties of metals. Physical properties of metals. All of you know all the metals present around us are generally in solid state except mercury. Mercury is a metal which is present in the liquid state. Metals have high melting and boiling points because they are present in solid state. Metal have shiny appearance, means they are lustrous. Metals have metallic luster, means they have shiny appearance. Metals are malleable, means they can be beaten into thin sheets. Metals are ductile, means they can be drawn into wire. Metals have high melting and boiling point, but exception gallium and cesium have low melting point. They melt in the palm of the hand. Metals are good conductor of heat. Best conductors are silver and copper, and poor conductors are lead and mercury. Metals are good conductor of electricity. Best conductors are silver and copper. Metals are sonorous, means they produce a ringing sound when beaten with other objects. So, first you define malleability. Malleability means the property of metal by which they can be beaten into thin sheets is called malleability. Means when metals are hammered, they change into thin sheets. And second property is ductility. Metals are ductile, all of you know. And when they are drawn, they change into thin wire. This property of metal is known as ductility. Metals are sonorous, means when they are beaten by other objects, they produce a ringing sound. अब next one is physical properties of non-metals. Physical properties of non-metals generally opposite to the metals. First property is physical state of non-metals. Non-metals exist in all the three states: solid, liquid and gas. Some solid nonmetals are carbon, sulfur, phosphorus, iodine, etc. Only bromine is a nonmetal which is present in the liquid state, and rest of the nonmetals are present in gaseous states. Examples are oxygen, hydrogen, nitrogen, fluorine, chlorine, and all inert gases: helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, radon. These are inert gases and they also exist in the form of gas. Non-metals are soft except diamond, which is the hardest natural substance, and the allotropes of carbon. Non-metals do not have lusters except iodine. Iodine has luster. Non-metals are non-malleable. Non-metals are non-ductile, means they cannot be changed into thin wire. Non-metals which are solids and liquids have low melting point. Non-metals which are solid and liquids have low boiling point. They are poor conductors of heat and electricity. Non-metals are non-sonorous. So you learn the physical properties of metals and non-metals and differentiate between the physical properties of metals and non-metals. Thank you.